I reminisce. Yeah. Welcome to Keep It 100 Sports. This is your host, Tyreek Wilson. I'm here with Miles Bellinger and Kobe Kelly. We're going to switch it up and go back over to the NFL. Football season's coming. Man, I can't come soon enough. I'm ready. There's nothing on TV anymore. I need some football. So what we're going to do is this week we're going to go over our top 10 wide receivers. So when I say that, I want everyone to relax because when we start doing rankings, people start getting out of control. We're doing who we feel is going to be the top 10 wide receivers by the end of the season. Not overall top 10, not career, not all that, just who we feel from their situation, who's going to have a top 10 season. All right, cool. Everyone relax. Get your hand off that X button. We all right? Okay.
Or that mute button, whichever.
No, whatever it is, get your hand off it. So I'll start off.
These are just opinions.
And like I said, it's the same like we did with the other episode. Any opinions you all have in terms of your top 10 receivers, please feel free. We had a good conversation with some of our other rankers. Please feel free to comment at the bottom. That started a good conversation. We appreciate it. So I'll start. I'll go from 10 to 1. So my 10th, who I feel the receiver is going to have, the 10th best receiver I have is Mike Evans. At 9, I have Brandon Marshall. At 8, I have Alshon Jeffrey. At 7, I have AJ Green.
Wow.
At 6, I have Demaryius Thomas. At 5, I have DeAndre Hopkins. At 4, I have Dez. At 3, I have Julio. At 2, I have OBJ. And at 1, I got Antonio Brown. All right.
Okay.
So I must have did good. No one yelled at me.
No, you kind of touched on.
All right, go ahead.
Who do you have? Who do you have between from 7 to 4? Who do you have?
From 7 to 4, 4 I have Dez, DeAndre, DT, AJ Green, Alshon.
I'm cool with it.
All right, go ahead. Oh, come on, Kobe, you can go. Go ahead.
So for me, I had my number 10 was going to be T.Y. Hilton. Number 9 was Mike Evans. Number 8, Alshon Jeffries. Number 7 is Dez Bryant. Number 6, AJ Green. Number 5, Demaryius Thomas. Number 4, DeAndre Hopkins. Number 3, Odell Beckham. Number 2, Julio Jones. Number 1, I had Antonio Brown. Get that out of here.
You know what? All right. Can you do me a favor? Can you repeat those 7 through 10 people, please?
7 through 10. 7 is Dez Bryant. 6 is AJ Green. 5 is Demaryius Thomas. 4 is DeAndre Hopkins. That's 7 to 4.
That's the issue. That's at number 7, huh?
That's number 7. That's number 7.
Wow.
I don't think he's gonna have a better year than AJ Green or Demaryius Thomas. I feel like, but Mark Sanchez is there now. I feel like he's gonna be the top guy over there. I think they're gonna give him the ball a lot. Andre Hopkins. I don't even see what's the big deal. What you mean?
I just think, me personally, I just feel like that's at 7 is just a couple
low,
too far down. That's just me. Like I said, this is just opinions. This isn't like top 10 receivers from the past year. This is just opinions going forward. What I'm really surprised is, before I even get into my list, is that I'm surprised I'm surprised you didn't put Keenan Allen in there. Because at least at number 10, because I think production-wise, he's going to have a better season than Mike Evans.
I feel like Mike Evans, him and Jameis about to get that season roll. All right, let's not get it. Miles, say your list first.
So 10, I got Keenan Allen.
Yep.
9, I got Allen Robinson. 8, I got
Okay.
Alshon.
Ain't gonna argue that.
7, I got Demarius.
Mm-hmm.
6, I got Odell.
Mm-hmm.
AJ's number 5. I got Dez at 4. DeAndre at 3. Julio at 2. And then everybody, we all know Antonio Brown's number 1.
All right. So to go back to what I was saying, Mike Evans, I just feel like him and Jameis about to get rolling this year. It took them a little while last year, Mike Evans and the hamstring problem, so they really couldn't get going like they wanted to. But you see towards the end of the season, they really started to pick it up. I just feel Mike Evans is gonna have a great season this year. Just looking at the stats alone, like I said, I was looking at stats. He averaged 16 yards a catch.
Well, he's the deep threat.
That's up there with that's more higher than Julio Jones and Antonio Brown. Like that's what I'm saying. He's putting it up
personally,
there.
I'm not knocking it. I just like I said, I thought if anybody, I thought you would have Keenan Allen at least at number 10.
He's the homie.
That's just
yeah, I know why you say that. He's the homie. He let me down last year in fantasy, but it's cool. But it's like I gotta go with who I feel because Keenan Allen, I feel like, and you can say the same about Mike Evans. Keenan Allen, I feel like he's always getting hurt. Keenan Allen, it always finds a way to not make it through a season. Mike Evans showing that too, but I just feel Mike Evans just has all tangibles to be that in the top 10. So that's why I put him in.
Like I had Mike Evans, and I had almost thought about him putting in the top 10. Only reason why I didn't is because I haven't seen enough of Jameis Winston as far as like him staying consistent. We all see what he did with the last second half of the season. The man balled out.
Yeah.
I just gotta see. I gotta go through one more year of watching to see if he can actually keep that up. We all know Phillip Rivers can sling the rock. So Keenan Allen's going to get his. If Jameis Winston can do what he did in the second half of last year and transform it into this year, then I'm cool with him being at the spot that you guys put him at.
You only Jameis Winston's year, Mike Evans got the ball. They were targeted 150 times or something like that. That's just going to go up, I think. I don't think it's going to get any lower. He only had 3 touchdowns though last year.
He was targeted 147 times last year.
7 times. He only had 3 touchdowns. He's gonna get a lot more touchdowns. I think Mike Evans is in a good spot. Them to go together, they go together is gonna be awesome. That's gonna be a great tandem to watch.
Yeah. I think one person who everyone's probably like, you got him ranked where? We got DT ranked kind of low. And the only reason I'll bring his name up is because I just feel like. Yeah, but I just feel like we ain't got an argument. No, I said Demaryius Thomas. We got him ranked kind of low. And people watching this,
I got him at number 5.
I got him at 7.
I got him at 6. I got him at 6. But people are so used to him being in the top 5. Like it's people.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of people put that with fantasy rankings though too. Like, a lot of people sometimes do that because a lot of people look at fantasy. A lot of people result to that as fantasy points.
The top 4 are pretty, like...
I think for the top 4, it's almost set in stone. Minus one player. I mean, I think 3 of the 4 were Antonio, Julio, Kobe. I know you had DeAndre, I think, at 5 or 6. But me, I think, as far as...
I DeAndre at 4.
Oh, okay, you had him at 4. All right, so it's even better. So I think between Antonio, Julio, and DeAndre, for the most part, I think is at least in your top 4 receivers.
Yeah. I just think people so used to the norm. Like you got people who are. I mean, like you said, he has Mark Sanchez as the quarterback. If not Mark Sanchez, Paxton Lynch.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just the quarterback situation is shaking. As we've seen when he had a shaky Peyton Manning, he didn't put up the stats he used to putting up. Like if he doesn't have a good quarterback, he's not like D-Hop, where D-Hop's had terrible quarterbacks his whole career.
I think Hopkins had 4 quarterbacks last year. 4 different quarterbacks he played with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have our list. What I'm a little thrown off by is, look at you, Miles Bellinger.
Oh man.
Where did you have Des Bryant?
I had Des Bryant at number 4.
Now, where did you have Odell Beckham?
What?
I have Odell Beckham at 6.
Listen.
I missed that one. Hold up. I gotta make a Miles logic sign.
You don't give me something for putting Des Bryant at
hold on.
11.
No, the only reason why I put that as Odell as 6, and obviously y'all know I'm a big Odell Beckham fan. I am.
Okay.
Like that. I was vouching for that dude when he.
So why is he outside the top 5?
Only reason why I feel like some targets might get taken away because
by
Victor
the
Cruz
rookie or the handicap guy?
I'm just hold on. Because look, everybody forgets Victor Cruz. Yeah, the past 2 seasons, Odell Beckham has had great years. We also got to remember Odell has hamstring problems too. All right, so hold on. I'm saying with Victor Cruz coming back, that's gonna take away a couple of looks from him. He can damn well be in the top 3 receiving by the end of the year.
Victor Cruz,
for production purposes,
he's probably back on paper. You don't know what kind of shape he's coming back in.
You're right. I don't. This is why they're just opinions. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
right now your opinion's not making sense. I just don't understand where you're going with it. Listen, Odell should not be 6. Maybe Des Bryant should be 6. Odell needs to be 4.
That's very arguable. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Those things can't be swapped. I'm not saying that.
Victor Cruz is probably gonna be the third that's the third wide receiver there.
Yeah, because they're talking, like I said, they said Sterling Shepard is above Victor Cruz. In some camps, they're saying Sterling Shepard is above Victor Cruz in the depth chart. So Sterling Shepard ain't taking targets away from Odell. He may get more looks because a lot of the pressure will be on Odell, but hey, no, I'm not rocking.
That's fine. That's why it's just an opinion. I mean, look, for God, I mean, we can even really, we want to put that, we can drop Demaryius even a little lower because he don't have nobody.
Yeah.
Huh?
As far as quarterbacks, we can. I got Demaryius at 6. I could have easily put him at 8 because he don't have that quarterback. So if Mark Sanchez can't make those throws like that, let's be honest. So it all depends on how Mark Sanchez plays.
I need to stop talking about Mark Sanchez like he don't do nothing. Mark Sanchez might be to show up.
This is the same thing that he ran into his own teammate and fumbled the ball, right? This is the same Mark Sanchez we talking about.
Oh man,
I should beat us a few times when he was on the Jets. I hate that.
You know what happened? Hey, you know what happened? Remember, he beat us the first 2 years, right? What happened after that? Hey, Kaepernick beat us, right? Kaepernick beat us, his third year in when he was a starter? What happened to Kaepernick now? How they doing?
Don't do that. Leave Kaepernick alone. All right. Where'd you all have? You all have Brandon Marshall on your list?
I didn't. I did not.
Y'all didn't have B. Marsh?
I didn't.
Oh, man. So y'all making it hard for me to defend y'all when we got to leave.
I want to say, listen. Originally, I had Brandon Marshall on my list.
Yeah.
I think I ended up switching him with Alshon Jeffries. I think Alshon Jeffrey's going to have a better year.
I was even iffy on putting Alshon Jeffrey in my top 10 for production this year because of the injuries that he had last year. And then again, on top of that, we all know who's throwing the rock anyway.
Yeah, Jay Cutler got one. His focus is one way.
Kevin White's coming back, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they do.
Yeah, you know what? Even with Kevin White coming back, that ain't gonna take away the targets for Alshon, especially since
he's still.
But you gotta remember who's throwing Alshon the ball.
All right, I'm gonna say this with my Brandon Marshall. Why I put Brandon Marshall at number 9 is basically that relies on the fact that Ryan Fitzpatrick has to get signed. If they got Geno Smith back there, he's out. He's out. Just like what I'm saying. Well, I'm with y'all, and people looking at he's this great receiver. Only like. He's not I say this, and I'm not saying D Hop's just an amazing receiver, but D Hop's the only one that comes to mind where he can do whatever he needs to do with any quarterback that's back there. And Brandon Marshall, I feel like he needs the ball placed. He just needs a good quarterback. He's not. You think he's that type of receiver, or he doesn't need a good quarterback? You think he could be a top 10 receiver with Geno Smith?
Brandon Marshall's ball.
He had a hell of a year last year for the Jets.
Yeah, I'm saying because Ryan Fitzpatrick was back there.
I've also seen a Brandon Marshall where this man would drop wide open passes
Yeah, he's had his moments,
So
but
he,
that man
he's
balls.
had his
I think every
moments.
year that
I
man
mean,
balls out.
if he
Like, it
can
doesn't
go off
matter.
of this year's performance, last year's performance, then absolutely. Because I had him
But
borderline at 10. Like it was.
but that's if Ryan Fitzpatrick is back. Yo, that's what I'm saying. That's
That's a
Ryan
big-
Fitzpatrick
that's a
ain't back
big
there.
if.
He's not in that top 10. And that's like right now they're playing games around Fitzpatrick. So
I was surprised no one said no. I mean, a little surprised. No one said Larry Fitzgerald.
You know what? I knew he was gonna bring that up as soon as we brought Brandon Marshall in the conversation, because Larry's one of my favorite receivers too. The only reason why, because this top 10 is talking about production, right? With the Cardinals, they have so many weapons on that offensive side of the ball. So for production wise, all around, Larry's not going to be up there. I like Larry. I want him to be up there. But as far with Josh Brown, you got
Michael
Larry,
Floyd,
you got,
David Johnson.
What the hell is his name? You got Floyd over there.
Michael Floyd,
You got
David Johnson.
I mean, they just have so many weapons. So
It's the fact that it's really Larry Fitzgerald catches so many.
They spread.
He caught 75% of the balls that went his way last
Carson
year.
Palmer's good at spreading the ball around. So he doesn't really try to force feed Larry like he used to, because he has the weapons that he does now. So is Larry Fitzgerald going to have a productive year? Yes. Do I think it's going to be top 10 production? No.
No, top 10. I only had to do it because Father Time got to catch up with Larry eventually, and I think this is that year.
Yeah. So real quick, I just want to say, because anyone wants to get on my case, just want to put it out there. I see T.Y. Hilton at number 10. I see that man having a really, really good year. So in case anyone's talking about this list, T.Y. Hilton, I'm looking forward to him.
The only reason why I'm not gonna disagree with you is because he hits home runs. The dude's a home run hitter.
And not even that. Last year, he was in a lot of people's top 10s. He just didn't produce on that last season. But he was in a lot of people's top 10s last year. I mean, going into last season, he was in a lot of people's top 10s.
I'm surprised, production. I'm surprised Allen Robinson wasn't. I don't know if you guys thought about him, but
no. Go
ahead. The way him and Bortles been connected off of last year, I think his production is only going to go up. So
only reason
I need to see it again.
Yeah, only reason I can't rock with Allen Robinson is they have Allen Hurns there. Mind you, Julius Thomas missed most of the season. Yeah. He's a weapon there now.
Is he going to be fully healthy though?
Who, Julius Thomas?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody in the league has in. But I'm just saying those people are there to take away action from him. And then also, I don't feel a lot of the production the Jags had in the passing game last year was because they were down every game.
I know it was late game situations.
They were down in every game. That's how Blake Bortles got. They were down. So I don't feel like they're gonna be down like that this year.
Stats are stats. So,
yeah, stats are stats when they down in every game. It's they're not gonna be down that much. I don't think they're gonna be down as much as this year as they were last year. So they're not gonna be passing as much.
You know what? I wish bombs. I wish we had more room. Obviously, there's only 10 plays. There's only 10 spots, 10 plays. But, and I'm gonna sound like a homer right here, but as far as production, Edelman's usually up there. And there's no spot for me to put him in these in these 10 spots.
Yeah,
Edelman did come to mind for a second. I can't put him above anybody that I listed, but production wise, he's always there. He's almost always.
I love Edelman, but
I'm talking about receptions, yards. Mind you, the touchdowns might not be there. But the receptions, the yards, the average that he catches, like I said, I just want to throw his name out there. There's not room for him in the top 10.
I mean,
but
you still got Jordy Nelson, you still got Sammy Watkins. You still,
I don't want to hear about Sammy Watkins until he has another. I need to see Sammy do that again.
You see what Sammy did once they gave that man the ball. Stop fronting on Sammy. Once Tyrod started slinging that rock.
Yeah, but you know what? He's also dropped some big passes too. So
he did. I ain't saying that. I'm just.
He has the potential's there. The potential's there for Sammy. He just, like I said, I just got to see it again.
Yeah.
And with Jordy, Jordy, not to cut you off, we all know Jordy's top 10. We just don't. I don't know how he's gonna come off this ACL injury.
No, and that's why I was gonna touch on with the Edelman point. Like he just came off, the Jones fracture, right? And that's the same point. Whoever had Dez, I had Dez as high as he is because the Cowboys, that's all they got in the passing game. So, but whoever had Dez low, anyone that comes off an injury like that, excuse me, that's not a simple injury. Like the Jones the foot fracture.
You're right because AJ Green had a toe problem too, foot problem, and it took that man a while to get his bearings together. So.
Yeah, Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? It's people that messing up your foot. As we know, common sense wise, that's not an easy injury to come back.
Your feet and your hands.
So that's why I don't. Yeah. Yeah, he's on a pup list. Hey, granted, that don't mean nothing, but he's on the pup list right now. So I mean, that's still. Yeah. So I think that's our top 10, A lot of guys probably happy. That's who I was on the fence about. That's who I was like. I was like Mike Evans and Mark Cooper. Mike Evans.
I'm not. They have a few weapons over there, like low key weapons. Like you got Crabtree, you got Cooper. Cooper also did drop a lot of passes. I feel like I keep saying this about certain people. Cooper, I think he was in the top 5 in drops. I think
he was second. I think he was second in drops first. Actually,
he dropped as long. He is a home run hitter. He can make the catches. We've all seen him do it between Alabama and in Oakland. But he has to hold on to the football more. That man could have made so much more. Bigger plays if he could just keep his hands on the football.
Yeah, I couldn't do it because sophomore season. Granted, I think the Raiders are gonna have a better season this year. I think they're probably gonna have a positive record for the first time in a while. But I can't. I gotta see it first with him. I gotta see it first. Mike Evans, I have Mike Evans in there because you've seen it his rookie year. You've seen it towards the end of last season. So yeah. But so this is our, like I said, our top 10 receivers. Any feedback you all want to do? You guys you got your own top 10. You want to come at Kobe Miles? Come at me. It doesn't matter. That's what we're here for. Everyone's opinion.
This isn't top 10 from last year. This is just highly just based off opinions and what we think
situations
production wise. So I don't want people to get their panties in a bunch thinking, I can't believe you didn't put this person over that person.
He's ranting.
This is totally different than when we... Listen here. I know my stuff. This ain't a prediction. This is happening.
Let's keep it 100 sports.
Hold on. Final drive. Tariq, do you have a final drive? I have one. Do you have one?
I think me and you on the same page. Go
Take
ahead.
it away, Miles. Take it away.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Look, I can't say it enough. If this man screws up this time, just retire. Just hang it up.
Man loves the devil's grass, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the devil's grass.
Go Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, you got Alden Smith, all messing up.
You're right.
Jokes.
But Josh, he didn't serve the same suspension ban as Josh Gordon has, all right?
Yeah, I don't know how Josh Gordon. I don't know what. Him and Goodell must have had a sesh.
How he got reinstated this year? I really don't know how he got reinstated this year.
Him and Goodell, they must have. They had a meeting behind closed doors.
So, together
I don't know.
I don't see how he did, but it's gonna be interesting to see how he plays this season. If he plays, he could screw up between now and when his suspension's over. But
they said him and Johnny Manziel were partying last weekend.
If he does play,
does
play, it's gonna be interesting to see if he still has everything in the tank. Mind you, I think he does. His athleticism there, everything. He just has to be mentally focused. He just can't cave in and risk all these millions of dollars wanting to smoke weed. So
I'm hoping for the best for him. Someone's gonna draft in the first, second round. Good luck. All right,
I got a few people in mind who might do that.
All right, this is Keep It 100 Sports. This is your host Tyreek Wilson, Miles Bellinger, Kobe Kelly. Appreciate y'all watching.
Us Gordon top 10.